On Kisses and Hugs Club today for singles and couples. Episode 80. Rekindling the Flame. A love story. Setting. The village of Umuofa. In the heart of the ancient village of Umuofa, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a respected couple, Chima and Hannah. Their homestead, a sprawling compound adorned with vibrant flowers and surrounded by meticulously maintained gardens, epitomized grace and tradition. Despite their esteemed status, their marriage, like many in the village, faced intense scrutiny and pressure from the leaders and villagers. Umuofa was a place rich with culture and community, where every action and word were carefully observed. Chima, a courageous warrior renowned for his bravery, and Hannah, celebrated for her beauty, wisdom, and compassion, encountered numerous challenges as they navigated the complex dynamics of their social environment. Yet, through unwavering loyalty and love, they endeavored to preserve the sanctity of their bond amidst the ever-present trials and tribulations of village life. Intrigue and plots. Hannah, raised under the stern guidance of her formidable mother, Mom Nkechi, embodied discipline and propriety. From a young age, her upbringing instilled in her a strict adherence to the customs and virtues of their people, shaping her into a paragon of grace and elegance. In contrast, Chima's upbringing was marked by a more carefree and spontaneous nature. As the youngest son of a beloved warrior, he enjoyed the freedom to explore and express himself, often celebrated for his charm and wit, yet lacking the rigid structure that Hannah had known all her life. This difference in upbringing led to a profound clash as their worlds collided. While Hannah's disciplined demeanor often made her appear cold and unyielding, Chima's playful spirit brought warmth and laughter, albeit sometimes at the expense of propriety. Their contrasting perspectives drew the attention of the village, where whispered rumors and sly glances followed them everywhere, creating an atmosphere thick with tension and speculation. However, it was not merely Chima's carefree nature that caused friction in their marriage. Darker secrets lurked beneath the surface, secrets that threatened to unravel the very fabric of their relationship and challenge the ideals they both held dear. As they navigated the complexities of their union, the shadows of their pasts loomed larger, forcing them to confront not only their differences but also the hidden truths that lay between them. The problem. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the village was bathed in twilight, Hannah discovered that Chima had been spending not just his evenings, but also significant sums of money, in the company of dubious characters in the lower quarters of Umuofa. Chima had succumbed to the lure of gambling, risking their family's fortunes on games of chance and losing heavily. This troubling discovery came to light when Hannah noticed a substantial amount missing from their savings. Diligent in managing their household finances, a skill honed under her mother's strict tutelage, she soon became suspicious. Her certainty grew when she found hidden ledgers detailing Chima's devastating losses. Furious and feeling betrayed, Hannah confronted Chima in their courtyard, her voice echoing through the compound. "You are a disgrace, Chima. How can you neglect your responsibilities and squander our wealth so frivolously?" Taken aback by her harsh words and feeling the sting of his own guilt, Chima retorted, "And you, Hannah, are a tyrant in our home. Your constant nagging and rules suffocate me. I can never live up to your impossible standards." Their argument escalated, drawing the attention of the village's wise and compassionate leader, Pastor Ifani. He had long observed the growing rift between the couple and decided it was time to intervene. The strain of nagging. Indeed, Hannah's nagging had become a daily ordeal for Chima. Every morning, as he prepared to face the day, she would follow him through their hut, listing his failings and shortcomings. "Chima, you must attend the council meeting today. Your absence last week was noted, and it reflects poorly on our family." Her tone was sharp, her words cutting. At dinner, she would chastise him for his lack of decorum, Must you laugh so loudly, Chima? The children are starting to talk. A warrior of your stature should know better. Even in the privacy of their bedroom, there was no reprieve. Chima, you left your clothes strewn about again. How many times must I remind you to keep our quarters tidy? These constant criticisms weighed heavily on Chima, pushing him further into the arms of the gamblers and away from Hannah. The more she nagged, the more he sought solace in the thrill of the dice and the camaraderie of the gambling den, where no one judged him or demanded more than he was willing to give. The intervention. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Pastor Ifani invited Chima and Hannah to his serene hut at the edge of Umuofa, a place of peace and reflection. There, he shared ancient wisdom, reminding them of the sacred vows they had taken and the true purpose of marriage. Chima, Hannah, he began, a marriage is not a battleground where one must conquer the other. It is a union where both must nurture and support each other. Hannah, your strictness should not become a weapon. And Chima, your need for freedom must not lead you astray from your responsibilities. He continued, the wisdom of God is a light to guide, not a hammer to destroy. You must teach and show love through your actions, not through condemnation. Remember the affection that brought you together. Welcome each other with warmth and kindness, just as you did on the day you wed. Hannah and Chima listened intently, their hearts heavy with the realization of their missteps. Pastor Ifani encouraged them to find ways to make each other feel cherished. Create special moments, call each other by endearing names, and find joy in the small things. Life in Umuofa is filled with challenges, but together you can find strength and happiness. Chima's secret. It was during these sessions that Chima finally confessed the full extent of his gambling problem. I have lost much, Hannah, he admitted, his voice trembling with shame. I sought escape from our troubles, but only found more. I have put our family's future at risk. Hannah's anger was tempered by a newfound understanding. She realized that her constant nagging had driven Chima to seek solace elsewhere. However, the financial toll was severe, and they needed a solution urgently. Seeking a solution, Pastor Ifani proposed a plan. Chima, you must make amends for your actions. Seek out those you owe and negotiate repayments. Hannah, you must learn to communicate without tearing Chima down. Support him as he rebuilds. Chima took the leader's advice to heart. He sought out the gamblers to whom he owed money, negotiating terms and promising repayment. Some were lenient, while others were harsh, but he faced each one with determination. He also swore off gambling, realizing the destructive path it had led him down. Meanwhile, Hannah worked on her own behavior. She practiced patience and learned to express her concerns without nagging. Gradually, she began to see Chima's strengths, appreciating his charm and wit rather than focusing solely on his flaws. Rebuilding trust. One evening, Chima surprised Hannah by preparing a small, intimate dinner. He had taken care to choose her favorite dishes and had set the table with their finest china. As they sat down to eat, Chima took Hannah's hand in his. I know I have failed you, Hannah, but I am committed to making things right. I love you, and I want us to be happy. Moved by his sincerity, Hannah squeezed his hand. I love you too, Chima. I realize now that my words have often been harsh. I will strive to be more understanding and supportive. They spent that evening talking, reminiscing about the early days of their courtship, and rediscovering the affection that had initially drawn them together. It was a small but significant step towards rebuilding the trust that had been eroded. Village gossip. Despite their efforts, the rumors in the village persisted. Some villagers took pleasure in their struggles, while others offered genuine support. The village chief, a family friend, approached Chima with an offer. Chima, I have heard of your troubles. Allow me to help. I can lend you the funds to clear your debts, but you must promise to stay away from gambling. Humbled by the offer, Chima gratefully accepted. With the chief's assistance, he managed to settle his debts and secure the family's finances. A new beginning. With their financial woes behind them, Chima and Hannah focused on strengthening their relationship. They took long walks in the gardens, spent quiet evenings reading together, and shared their dreams and fears. Chima took a more active role in managing their homestead, while Hannah relaxed some of her rigid rules, allowing more room for spontaneity and joy. Moreover, they sought to give back to the community, using their experience to help others. Chima worked with Pastor Ifani to support those struggling with gambling, while Hannah offered counsel to young wives learning to balance their roles. Lessons learned. Through their trials, Chima and Hannah learned valuable lessons about love, communication, and forgiveness. They discovered that marriage is not about perfection but about supporting each other through imperfections. They realized the importance of addressing problems together, rather than allowing them to fester and grow. Although their journey was not easy, it ultimately made them stronger. The village, once abuzz with gossip, now looked upon them with admiration. They had faced their challenges head-on and emerged with a deeper, more resilient love. Conclusion. In the village of Umuofa, Chima and Hannah became a testament to the power of understanding and love. Their story served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, a marriage built on mutual respect and affection could thrive. They proved that with patience, communication, and a willingness to change, any problem could be overcome. And so, the respected couple of Umuofa lived not just in harmony, but in a partnership that was the envy of the village, blessed by the ancestors and admired by all. Their tale was told for generations, inspiring many to seek the same strength and unity in their own marriages.
Do you want more? Read the full blog by clicking on the link in bio or description to navigate to the devotionals, or go to www.khcpartners.org. Watch full video on youtube.com/@PastorDunamis. For one-on-one therapy, counseling, or an intervention in your marriage or relationship, go to bit.ly/therapy needed. To get courses for singles and couples, go to bit.ly/course. To partner with us, go to www.khcpartners.org/give.